Hello and thanks for joining us on the news update on Enterprise TV. I am Petrina Izeji. The United Nations has lent its voice to the appeal for the federal government to launch an urgent investigation into the bloody attacks on villages in Plateau State. No fewer than 195 persons were killed, with hundreds more injured when marauding herders launched simultaneous attacks on 22 villages during Christmas. The UN's High Commissioner for Human Rights, Volker Turk, made the call in a statement on Thursday, expressing concerns over the spate of attacks by gunmen in the state. He said the Nigerian government must work assiduously to break the cycle of impunity fueling recurrent violence. The gunmen launched the attacks on residents of the two local councils, including Mangu, at about 10 p.m. on Sunday, while residents were preparing for the Christmas celebration. According to Governor Caleb Mofwang of Plateau State, over 115 persons were confirmed dead as of Tuesday. On Thursday, Stanley Kavwam, Deputy National Publicity Secretary of the Middle Belt Forum, said the attackers had sent a letter of an imminent attack to a community in Plateau State. He said it was worrisome that the military was aware of the identity and of the attackers and their hideouts. Meanwhile, the National Association of Nigerian Students have called on the federal government to declare a day of national mourning on the recent killings in Plateau State. It also said it was embarrassing that no one has been arrested in connection with the recent killings in Plateau State. The attacks had also displaced more than 10,000 persons, many of whom were presently camped in churches, mosques, schools, and private residences. Suspected kidnappers have killed 2 police officers in Uga, a community in Agwata local government area of Anambra State. A yet-to-be-identified man was shot on his leg during the attack, which occurred at about 6:30 p.m. local time on Thursday. The gunmen shot for over 30 minutes in the area during the attack. There were speculations that some persons were abducted during the attack. Several video clips, apparently recorded shortly after the attack, have been circulating on various social media platforms. In one of the clips, the bodies of the 2 slain police operatives were seen being put inside a waiting truck by residents while blood gushed off the bodies. The Cano State Police Command has arrested 9 suspects believed to be specialists at interstate trafficking, abduction, as well as buying and selling of minors. Commissioner of Police Usaini Gumel made the disclosure while parading the suspects at the Bompai Command headquarters on Thursday. He explained that the suspects were apprehended after conducting several intelligence-led operations through which a long-time cycle of interstate trafficking syndicates hibernating around Kano, Bauchi, Gombe, Lagos, Delta, Anambra, and Imo states was identified and dismantled. According to Gomel, a total of 7 victims, who were mostly minors, were rescued. The commissioner disclosed that some of the rescued children aged between 3 and 8 that were rescued were sold at prices between 300 and 600,000 naira, depending on their ages. In foreign news, former U.S. President Donald Trump now faces an extra hurdle in his bid to return to the White House next year. This follows a decision by the state of Maine to bar him from its Republican presidential primary ballot, becoming the 2nd state to do so due to his role in the January 2021 U.S. Capitol attack. Maine Secretary of State Shanna Bellows favored citizens' claims that Trump should be constitutionally barred from seeking re-election after his efforts to disrupt the 2020 election. In her decision, Bellows cited the January 6th attack, stating it happened with the knowledge and support of the outgoing president. She underscored that the assault violated the foundations of the government and necessitated her action under Maine law. Some sport news now. The home of Man City midfielder Jack Grealish was raided by thieves while he was playing in his side's 3-1 win against Everton in Liverpool. Officers were called to reports of a burglary in the house in Cheshire on Wednesday. Jewelry and watches worth £1 million were stolen. A search was carried out, supported by police dogs and a helicopter, but officers did not find any suspects. A spokeswoman for Cheshire Police said that no arrest had been made. That's all on the news update at this time. You may follow us on all our social media handles and YouTube at Enterprise TV. I am Petrina Ezeji. Thanks for watching and a happy new year ahead.
Enterprise TV, a tradition of truth.